I'm still reporting on the economy from Jerusalem. We're overlooking the old city of Jerusalem, and you can see the Golden Dome Temple in the background. We've been here in Israel for 2 weeks now, supporting the monetary change movement in Israel. We've met with parliamentarians, with members of the press, and we've conducted conferences and seminars. It's been very, very productive. At one of my speeches, an attorney came up afterwards and asked to meet with me and said he had some very important information on just how the biggest banks in Israel controlled the legislative process in the Israeli parliament, the Knesset.
Good evening, my name is Yair Olmert. I'm a lawyer. I'm the nephew of the former Prime Minister of Israel, Yair Olmert, and I was the head of a large law firm which served the bank system in Israel until 2002. Now
Okay.
I'm on the other side, helping Bill doing his monetary reforms.
Right. Okay, so I understand that you have, you know for a fact that the major political parties in Israel take major loans from banks.
Yeah, of course. Most of the major parties in Israel, the most important, significant ones, take loans and are financed by the banks in a certain way, in a special way that helps the banks hold them short, I say, and get control of them. It's called on-call loans.
So what we're talking about here are short-term notes that can be called in either 60 or 90 days. They aren't called as long as the parties are good. But if the parties are bad, there's always that threat. They can call in their loans immediately, and these loans are so large that it would completely bankrupt the party.
Of course, the parties owe the bank something like 3 or 5 times their assets.
Yeah.
Most of the time, and this is the measure that the banks take to ensure that the politicians do what they want. It's not only theoretical. There are several times that they really did it, and several times I was there, and I know personally that they used this threat to achieve their goals,
yeah,
to manipulate
manipulate,
the political system.
Right. And so we're going to have to fix that if we're ever going to get true monetary reform, which is a nation's money should serve the public interest, not just the bank interest.
Of course, I don't know what is going on in all the world, but at least in Israel, unless we find a way to change the way political parties are financed, the politicians will be afraid to legislate our reforms,
right.
And that's why I think that's the first step we should take. The first step we should take is to get the politicians free of the holding of the banks.
Okay, just tell me about rollover right now. Talk.
Okay.
Tell me what you just found out.
I just talked with a friend who was there, who was a chief accountant of one of the major parties in Israel until a year ago. What he told me is that there is another way they're doing it. They're giving you a loan for a short term. You have to repay it, but what happens is that from time to time they postpone the date of repaying.
They roll over the loan.
They roll over the loans, and in that way it becomes, even if not formally, but informally,
another way to control.
Another way to control, and it becomes, the same as on-call loans that I was talking about.
Right. This is crazy, but it is probably what goes on in every nation on earth today. It is probably what goes on in Ireland. It is probably what goes on in Iceland, Greece, Crete, Portugal, Spain, and probably the U.S. Is there anyone out there who now cannot see how destructive this control of the legislative process is to the concept of freedom, to the concept of government, of the people, by the people, and for the people, to the notion of equal justice under the law? You just cannot have banks in control of the political process. This isn't hard. Anyone can figure this out. I'll be speaking here in Bray, Ireland on Thursday, June 27th at the Royal Hotel at 8 p.m. and again in Belfast at Queen's University on July 1st at 7 p.m. For details of these meetings, go to www.theopensource.tv/Bill Still. I'm still reporting from Bray, Ireland. Good day.